Shalawam out there. We want to start off by giving all glory, praise, honor, dominion, and power unto Yahawah.
Yahawah.
BAHASHAM.
BAHASHAM.
YAHAWASHI.
YAHAWASHI.
BAHASHAM.
BAHASHAM.
RAWCHAA.
RAWCHAA.
Ha.
QADASH.
QADASH. All right, back with another one. All right, you got the brothers out here, GMS, Ancient of Days, Los Angeles Camp, and Espanol. You got the brother Uriah here and
Azan.
Khan. So we came together through the Spirit to do this collabo, man. Bringing it to you about the prophecies, man. That's what time we in. We in the year of prophecy. Okay, giving double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that are ruling well, that teach and preach, and have men under them to do so as well. All right, being teachers and keepers over the flock. Giving salutations and much love to you, Akim, out there pushing the word and the sincerity and the true faith, fighting a good fight. All right, peace and blessings to your families and households. Okay, and to those that are addicted to the ministry, to the confusion of faith Israelites that hear this word and it resonates with them. All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American and Seminole Indians, which are scattered throughout the four corners, man. All right, throughout all Babylon and throughout the world, salutations. Without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. Go ahead,
Khan. And just want to say something real quick, that these are dangerous and evil times, but they're also exciting because the prophecies are speaking.
Wow, they're screaming at you.
They're screaming, and we're gonna get into it. Lord's willing, is edifying to you, brothers. This is the book of Luke 21 and 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations.
That's beautiful. Distress of nations, man. And it said the signs in the sun and in the moon, and in the last few months, and going even further in the last few weeks and recent days, have been signs. All right, blood moons, eclipses, lunar eclipses, things that haven't happened over a century. All right, or the first to happen in a few centuries to last longer than ever recorded. All right, in recent history, so to speak, which is how we know we're at the end, because the Lord said He was going to show His sign. All right, that He had proclaimed from the beginning. All right, and then it says the distress of nations. Right now, the nations are in distress. They're on the verge of world war. They're in distress financially. They're in distress because the Lord is hitting them with these natural disasters. All right, their economies are collapsing. There's skirmishes and wars, rumors of wars, civil unrest. People are bugging out, man. Go ahead, keep reading.
And it says, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring.
That's going into the people. The sea and the waves roaring. You get that in Revelation, where it said the sea is the people, the nations and tongues. Those waves roaring and clashing one against another is the people of this present world. This world before YAHAWASHI makes his grand return. All right, that the people is going to be stressed out, bugged out, lost in gross darkness. All right, but the only ones that's going to see what's coming is the men in the light. That's why it says, we have no need that we write unto the brethren, as Paul said, that you know perfectly that the day of the Lord is as a thief in the night, but you are not in darkness as others. But we are the children of the light. But these are the children. We're the children of the day, not the children of the night. These people are the children of night. They're asleep. And we're gonna get that word is gonna go perfectly into the state and mind of these people. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right, brother. And even this week, not only the past, weeks and months, because obviously we've been seeing the signs, but even this week, there was a 7.3 earthquake of the coast of Venezuela that caused a lot of destruction down there, man. Okay. Man. And that place is already doing bad economically. They also try to assassinate their president. There's a Hurricane 4, Category 4, heading towards Hawaii right now.
Oh, yeah, it's already hitting right now as we speak. People are being evacuated. It's a state of emergency. Certain people just floating. You know, they whole house is probably underwater, man. It's crazy. You know? Come, bro. It's everywhere. It's all over the place. There's nowhere you can run on the planet that ain't something happening. You know? Even out here in Cali, you got an epidemic of homelessness. You have these fires out here. It's known as the Holy Fire. Burned up like Northern California, Southern California. You can see the smoke from all over, man. It's perplexity of nations, distress of nations. So we're in those times. We're living in those places where these things are actually happening. You know. Go ahead.
Kind of, since you said that, the distress of nations, and like it says in the scripture, with perplexity. Okay, we do have the word here in the etymology. And it says perplexity, bewilderment, from the old French perplexity, confusion.
There you go. And that first word, bewilderment, which means like clouded in your mind, clouded from judgment. That's why it tells you in the scripture, the prudent man looketh well to his going, which is the men of the Lord, the elect, those in the light. But it said, but the simple pass on and are punished. If you're simple, you're bewildered. You're in the dark. Your judgment is clouded. See, it said that they know not the judgment of the Lord. All these signs and these distress of nations is what the Most High has to come. It says, why is earth and ashes proud? It said that the Lord comes and takes down nations, man. Little by little, the inklings, the Lord sends to take places down. First, he destroys the mind of the people. And then he brings in his signs, as the brother read in Luke. And it said, then it's going to lead to the distress of nations, perplexity. And then it says the seas roaring. Because it's going to get to a point where everybody is going to be, taking it to the streets, rioting, but it's going to be too late. And that's going to lead to sedition among men. As it is written in another place, they're going to take up swords and take it to each other, so to speak. But these are the beginning of the sorrows, the sign written in the script. Go ahead, I'll continue that definition, BAHASHAM.
Con, you also have the word, I said confused, and you have involved and interwoven. It says completely entangled.
Ooh, entangled, man. You ain't got to get it out. I mean, you can if you want. There's a scripture in Ecclesiastes where it says that pretty much like fish caught in the net, so is the people caught in an evil time. If you can find that was perfect, right? It said caught. It said tangled up, right?
Yeah.
It's like a line of fish tangled up, and that's how the Lord gonna catch these people in with the judgment, man. That they're caught in an evil time, and we're coming into those times, like the brother said. But these are exciting times as well. Well, for the men of the Lord, they're excited because the Lord said that it was going to happen, and it said that when the Lord shows that He is of a true power, it said that He makes the boldness of His servants manifest. You know, that's why we go out there bolder and bolder every week, because we be like, hey, we see the sign. If you people can't see it, you're in your bewilderment. Well, that's your own damn fault, because the Most High said these things was going to happen before you was even thought of, man. Before this time, before this generation, ages ago, man. The Lord had this in His mind, man. Okay? Go ahead,
Con, I had a little more on this one. Verse 26. Men's hearts failing them for fear.
Ooh, and that's exactly what's going to happen, man. Going into heart attacks, and people just giving up the ghost because they can't take these times, man. All right, that's coming. And like a brother beautifully put, a couple of brothers from a few different camps, Great Millstone, who always said this truth is not for the faint of heart, man. You gotta have a strong mind, you gotta have a strong spirit to face these times, man, and know in whom you believe. YAHAWASHI, man. Go ahead,
Con. It says, men's hearts failing them for fear, I mean, can you imagine how things are gonna be for that to happen?
Bro, it's gonna get to a point where there's no hope in these people's. There's no hope in them now. They hate Trump. They on every type of drug you can think of. The music is whack. But imagine when all this is gone, society is broken down, ain't even standing anymore. You know, they really gonna be through. Go ahead, Ak, you got anything to say?
Can't. I mean, it's just gonna be so bad that, you know, I mean, this is gonna be like mercy, man, because it's gonna be so bad that some people are gonna wanna die.
Yeah, Khan. Yeah, just like I said, they shall seek death and shall not find it. Death shall flee from them.
Yep,
That was
that's
going
it.
into World War One, but we coming into World War Three. We coming into a time where, as it says in the scripture, it ain't gonna be like any other time. It's gonna be there was no time like that since there was a nation, as it tells you in Daniel. So it's really gonna get bad. Where's it in the era of World War One? Where's it in 70 AD? Where's it in any other bad time in the history of the world and in the history of Israel? All the hell that we call as a nation as a whole throughout the centuries, man. These times that are coming are gonna be way worse. So imagine that, like you said, the men's hearts just giving up. Just they had nothing to look for. They just done. Go ahead. So sure.
Khan, and for looking after those things which are coming to the on the earth.
Ooh, the signs. See, the signs is just an inkling of what's to come, but has not yet gave the actual act. You know, it's just like a prelude. It's kind of like going to see a movie and you got the preview. You ain't actually watching the movie. You just seeing inklings of it. That's these signs. The eclipses, blood moons, solar eclipses, all these different storms and stuff like that that's happening. And then another sign is the men of the Lord out there in the highways and hedges, man, giving you the breakdown, starting off with our apostles and elders on down. So the Lord is showing you everything. There's no hiding. There's no running from it, man. Go ahead, Ak.
Khan, and it reads, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Hey, that's going into the elites, and that's going into these high officials of these other nations that's in pretty much that seat of the elites. Not the elites, not the actual the Amalekites, not the Gettys and the DuPonts, not the actual banking families, but they're like low elites. They're like low level elites. But they ruling over these nations that the elites set up, like Trump. He's just a puppet, but he's set up to rule Babylon because the elites put him in there. Just like that dude Netanyahu in the state of Israel, he was set up. He's a puppet. He's a low level elite. So like in all these other nations leaders at this time, okay, they're just like front men, so to speak. But they're in perplexity. Who was it? Was it Evelyn Rothschild or that the other dude? It was Evelyn or Jacob Rothschild, which said the internet like needs to be turned off. Like it's getting out of hand, so to speak. Like social media is bad. It's not because social media is bad. It's because we're on the internet pushing the truth. So they're being perplexed. They're troubled in their mind. Like, oh damn, these things really are happening. The men really are out there telling us what's coming. You know, even though we're not on the mainstream, this word is changing the world. Go ahead, Ak.
Yep, because you know, we just had another brother wake up in Bolivia.
Hey, there you go.
There's brothers waking up everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
So even though we're not in the mainstream, the word doesn't go out void, man.
God, it's going everywhere it needs to go. All right, and there may be brothers out there without cameras. So imagine that. The brothers you don't see, man. And then look at the brothers you do see. There's so many brothers, so many channels, so many videos. But imagine the brothers you don't even see. They may not even have cameras, bro. That's scary to Esau and his elites, man. You know, and all these other heathen. Go ahead, Ak. You have anything to say?
I got a quick scripture. This is Second Esdras 9, starting 1. And he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Damn.
And when
The
thou
only ones measuring the time are the elect. We're using the scriptures as a measuring stick of the times we're living in. Go ahead.
And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Hey, there you go. The Lord visits this place with storms and tempests and earthquakes and devouring fire and by the chariots. You're getting more sightings of the chariots. Not even a few weeks ago over downtown Los Angeles, it was a huge chariot just sitting. I forgot the group that spotted it, like these Edomites that go up to the observatory and they just look out. They seen it just sitting over downtown, a big chariot. Then maybe like a month or two ago, the apostle, they caught the NASA camera of a huge chariot made out of pure gold over as big as Babylon, America, just sitting over the Earth's atmosphere, just sitting there, man. So all these signs of these chariots is here, man. It said the Lord is beginning to visit the world which he made with signs, blood moons, eclipses. All right? Even through the men of the Lord you see out on the streets, that's the way of the Lord visiting this place. Talking to you, telling you what he plans to do. Go ahead, huh?
Verse 3, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Damn, there you go. That's the link up to the scripture that the brother read previously. The seas and the waves roaring, that's going into the people. And that's where it said, when you shall see uproars of the people, it said roaring, and it said the waves roaring.
Yep.
Waves represent the people. The sea represents the nation's tongues, right? As it tells you in Revelation, that's exactly what's happening in this time. And we are measuring the time through the scriptures. There you go. Go ahead.
Then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
From the beginning, as it tells you in Jeremiah 28:8, the prophets that have been before me and thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. Now the evil coincides with the earthquakes, uproars of the people, all those things that entail. Because there's another scripture, I believe, Sirach, where it says there was like 4 things that the man of the Lord would fear. And he said, and I think the 4th was like, it's too much to bear. He said, unruly like crowd of people. So imagine just everybody just going crazy, like on that movie. What was that movie called with the where the dude gave him the chip and everybody started going crazy?
Kingsman.
Kingsman, yeah. Just imagine that. And there's like nowhere to run. Everybody just throwing each other through a window of tape, like a big Royal Rumble, just worldwide. Imagine that. That's crazy, man. That's scary for somebody that don't know what the hell is going on. But for the men of the Lord, we're gonna be straight. That's why it says men's hearts failing them. And you seeing chariots, you seeing storms and fire, and like the holy fire burning up California. You see all these things. Where can you really turn if you don't know YAHAWASHI, man? That's a very perplexing thing right there. That's you in bewilderment for real and confusion. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
The end is manifest. Do you not see the signs? Do you not see all that the brother just read through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI happening? If you don't see it happening, then you don't want to see it. But it's happening. It's on the major news channels. It's on alternative news, and it's on your regular Channel 11, Channel 7, Channel 2, wherever the hell you live at, news that talk about a cat stuck in the tree. It's even talking about the will of YAHAWASHI, riots, all right, fires, storms, tempests, earthquakes, plague, all that, man. And it's on your regular, nightly channel of when they usually don't talk about nothing. Like a cat getting stuck in a tree, but now they talking about thus saith the Bible, man, pretty much. In other words. You got anything else, bro? You got something to say?
Khan, yeah, just because I just got so many like different scriptures running through my mind, but I just really quick wanted to say is that our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. The Lord is really gonna come soon, man. We read and the time we read, measure the time diligently. The brother perfectly explained that the way we do that is to the scriptures, and we see we can see that the prophecies are speaking, man.
Loud, screaming.
Come, bro. So
you wanna were you still reading that, or are you gonna jump to Ecclesiastes?
Yeah, let me bring one something else since we're in Second Esdras real quick. Second Esdras 15, and let me go to 18 real quick. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and the men shall be afraid.
Woo! That's gonna come on a major scale to Babylon, that great city, aka America. But we see it happening in all these places throughout the world, these third world countries, Venezuela being one, like the brother mentioned. There are not men afraid? Is not the city troubled? All right, the famine is taking over that place. You got the earthquake that hit Mexico City. You got the hurricane that's hitting Hawaii. Are not men troubled? Are not men afraid? You got the fires that destroyed Northern California and parts of Southern California, 18 at one time. Fire tornadoes, as they started to call them. You got back east, the Flint, Michigan, the water is contaminated. All types of stuff is going on all throughout the world. There's riots and everything in Greece and Italy and all these other places, man. Certain earthquakes and tsunamis is hitting Japan and hitting India and hitting Malaysia and all these other places. Then you got rumors of war. You got skirmishes and battles in the Middle East, the Gaza Strip, State of Israel versus Palestine, and all these different places. You got U.S. battleships and all those things getting ready for war against Iran. So all these things is going on. Men are afraid, and the city shall be troubled, man. As the brother beautifully put. But we just starting to see the beginning stages of that, as it is written in the scripture, man.
Verse 19, and this kind of goes to where like it kind of also paints the picture, because like you were describing the scene on Kingsman.
Yeah,
it reads Second Esdras 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Oh, great tribulation. As we read in Luke, the stress of nations with perplexity, that's going to lead to war. It's going to lead to world war. It's going to lead to class wars. It's going to lead to conflict, neighbor against neighbor, street against street, room against room, hand to hand, man. It's going to get to that point, man, because when you're perplexed and confused and scared, you'll do anything. It says when you lose everything, you lose it, man. So that's what we're heading into. It's crazy times, man. Go ahead, Ak.
Verse 20, behold, said YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me,
Mm.
which are from the rising of the sun, from the
Yeah.
south, from the east, to Lebanon, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them.
Bam, that's World War III. And the them is talking about Israel. Our nation as a whole, where all these heathens have done to us throughout the centuries, the Lord is finally going to get them back. Just like how it reads in Psalms 83 that they had a confederacy against us. Now the Lord is going to turn their confederacy. It's going to be reservoir dogs, pretty much. They're going to turn and fight each other. And they're going to destroy each other because of what they done to us. And that's World War III. You know, the third war written in Revelation. You have anything to say, bro?
We could start going into the Ecclesiastes 3.
Yeah, and then we're going to close it out.
This is
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 3, start at 11. He had made everything beautiful in his time.
Oh, hey, bro, I got a guy to jump in for that, man. The Lord had made everything beautiful in his time. There's a time for everything. There was a time when America was up there. It was that place, that golden cup. You can have fun and all that crap. But now it's to the time where it's sadness, depression, anguish, hate. You know, that's what time we in war. We ain't in a time of peace and love and flowers, man. We're in a time of war, hate, weapons, killing, all right, distress. You know, that's where we at right now, man. And the Lord made everything beautiful in his time. It's beautiful to the men of the Lord that this place is going to be destroyed because we have a kingdom. But it's horrible for Esau and the other nations because their time is done. Go ahead,
Khan. Also, he had set the world in their heart.
Woo! They're in their own bubble. They don't see nothing coming. They're in the dark. They're asleep. They're in a great slumber. They're in gross darkness. The Lord has not revealed these things unto them. As it tells you in Ecclesiastes, 3rd chapter, more things have been revealed unto you than men understand. You know, and that's talking about the elect, the men of the Lord. Go ahead,
Khan. So that no man can find out the work that YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, make it from the beginning to the end.
Oh, did not the Lord say from the beginning he had wonders and signs, and in the ending and effects and signs, man? So a lot of these people in this time don't. Their mind is in. I mean, it says the world is in their heart, which is in their mind, their bubble. They don't know what these signs that the Lord is sending mean. They just think it's a phenomenon. It's beautiful. Oh, the moon is red looking. That's cool. They don't know what that means. That means a lot of death is coming. The sun going black because the moon is passing before. They think that's just cool. No, it means something. It's a sign. You know, they just in their heart, man. You know, so we're in that time where the Lord is about to do big things, man. You know, that they don't know what the Lord is doing from the beginning, even until this time. All right, and what his purpose is, his true purpose, not to save all nations, but to save YAHAWAH, the elect first and foremost, and then the rest of the nations through their loins, to put the heathens down, put them into slavery, put them under his law, and after 1,000 years, ultimately destroy the so-called white man, the Edomite race, from off existence, man, so that the world could be at peace and there would be no need for the wicked anymore. They played their role. But you got anything else to say about Kashaw? Now is the time.
Come, bro. Just you know, since we're in this chapter, we can just read verse 1 real quick. And it says, Ecclesiastes 3:1, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Woo! Hey, that's beautiful. There's a time for everything. So what time are we in, brothers? And even through the spirit and power of the Lord, to our Apostle Tahar, he coined this year the year of prophecy. That's what time we're in. The time of prophecy coming to pass, man. You know? And it's only going to get better for the men of the Lord and it's only gonna get worse for the people of this world, man. All right. So without further ado, hey, bro, shit, we can close it out if you want.
Con, this should really just just make you stronger, seeing that the prophecies are coming to pass.
Con.
It should just encourage you to keep pushing.
Ooh, go harder, man.
Go harder and to make you stronger, because the Lord, the Lord's gonna come soon.
Soon, very soon. Faster or sooner than when we believed. As the scriptures say. And without further ado, and that's all you have, bro.
Kana.
And without further ado, giving all praises unto YAHAWAH.
YAHAWAH.
BAHASHAM.
BAHASHAM.
YAHAWASHI.
YAHAWASHI.
BAHASHAM.
BAHASHAM.
RAWCHAA.
Ha.
QADASH.
QADASH.
By whom we do function. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that are ruling well. Salutations and much love, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, to the house of David, to you brothers out there, to the confusion of face. Greetings, man. God's willing, this was amplified for you brothers, man, to keep you fighting, to keep you motivated, to keep you looking and watching and searching out all things to the empowerment of YAHAWASHI. Without further ado, hey, we say Shalawam.
Shalawam.
Shalawam.